Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with day 4 of my Wrestlemania Memories video series. Of course, I've told you my memories of watching Wrestlemania's 1 through 6, 1 through 6, the early years, the peak years, Wrestlemania 7 to 12. Yesterday, the Attitude Era years, Wrestlemania 13 to 18. Now it's time for what I like to call the transition era, post-Attitude Era of WrestleMania years, starting with WrestleMania 19. It was a big transition because it was the first pay-per-view, first WrestleMania to be WWE, not WWF. Because last WrestleMania was WrestleMania 18, the one I went to. First one I went to with the WWF logo. I have been watching this Mania at my friend Scott's house. And I've been watching it there with him. It was a decent Mania. I was in Seattle, Safe Goldfield. And decent Mania. Okay, some great moments in this Mania. Including Shawn Michaels against Chris Jericho. Great matchup, very exciting match between these two. And when they decided to refeud again after this, I remember they refeuded in 2008. I thought this feud wasn't going to be as good as the Mania feud. But they ended up being as good as the Mania feud, especially the match at No Mercy 08. For the latter match, that was an exciting matchup between them two. So, there you go. Great feud in 08. I thought it was going to top this Mania feud, but this Mania feud didn't get topped that much by this 08, but the 08 feud between these two, but still great matchup between these two. With a Jericho ending low blow on Michaels, with Shawn Michaels, event, of course, winning. This will be Shawn's first WrestleMania match since WrestleMania 14. Great to see him back in there. And see him win over Chris Jericho. Decent matchup between them two. Very exciting. Also, we had I didn't mention it, Sunday Night Heat. I've been watching Sunday Night Heat because before WrestleMania, a little guy showed up and a little rap band with some fake people that looked like Jay-Z and Fabulous. Like Jay-Z and Dr. Evil. Or many people specifically. Of course, I'm referring to little guy, Dr. Thugonomics, John Cena. He'll make his real media debut next year and become the babyface we all know and hate. But this is great when Cena was a great heel rapper. We have to mention that. I've always mentioned that I like Cena better when he was a rapper. He was not Super Cena yet. But that was on Heat. Despite, like I said, there was a great matches with like Shawn and Jericho. Brock Lesnar and Angle for the WWE titles. Always be remembered for that. Brock Lesnar shooting star press miss. And that was a memorable moment, despite being shocking, but it was always a memorable moment in everyone's minds. But it was a great match between Angle and Lesnar. Decent matchup, very exciting, with Brock Lesnar winning. Of course, Lesnar will be his first Mania. Leave the next. There were some silly things besides that. Yeah, and of course, the final meeting between Austin and Rock. That was like I said, I liked the Mania match in 17. But his 19 match, Rock was heel at the time, big Hollywood guy. That was a great matchup. That was decent. Of course, The Rock finally beating Austin. Austin's beat him twice, and he finally got the win on Austin. It be Austin and The Rock's last singles. It be Austin's last match in Mania, and Rock's last single match until this year. So the next year in a tag. So there you go. There's some other decent things like Hulk Hogan defeating McMahon in a street fight. That was very violent, grueling match with Roddy Piper returning. I saw that. I was like, Roddy Piper. But anyway, Hogan won this match. Decent match. Okay. We also had Matt Hardy taking on Rey Mysterio for the Cruiserweight title. That was very high-paced, great opener. Very fast-paced match. Very exciting matchup to open up the pay-per-view. Also, Trish Stratus defeating Jazz and Victoria for the women's title when women's wrestling in WWE meant something. And not silly. Not silly.
Did Terry leave already?
Not silly things. We also had Taker probably. If I say that Giant Gonzalez and King Kong Bunny was two of his worst matches, one of his worst matches is probably this match in a tag team turned handicap match with Nathan Jones against A-Train and Big Show. Yeah. Probably one of my worst Mania matches of Taker's. It was okay. Nathan Jones came in midway towards it after being Alpha most of the match. Taker coming out. Limp Bizkit, who performed. I think by that point, Taker got rid of Wooly. But Limp Bizkit did Rolling Forward. He went down to the ring, did it live. Many bands have performed live at Mania's past, like Motorhead and POD for people. So there you go. That's my thoughts on this Mania. I'm watching my friend's house. That was very cool to watch it there. And it was okay Mania for what it was. So there you go. What's Mania 19 thoughts? Now, what's Mania 20? I've said this on every review. There's always like one Mania I haven't seen in its entirety. Mostly. And it was WrestleMania 12 and I watched it in entirety. WrestleMania 13 and I watched it in entirety. It's probably the last Mania I didn't get to watch in its entirety. WrestleMania 20. Of course, the Madison Square Garden, March 14, 2004. I've only said like, bits and pieces of this pay-per-view, of this Mania, with, of course, the big moment being Chris Benoit defeating Triple H and Shawn Michaels in a brutally exciting triple threat match from what I've seen. Very exciting, very athletic matchup between these three. Of course, Benoit winning. And of course, it was a big night also because Eddie Guerrero won as well, defeating Kurt Angle for the WWE title. Of course, Benoit won the World title. And that moment of them hugging after Benoit won and celebrating, that was a classic moment that everyone remembers from that Mania. Very sad, too, but it was very, because they both died, but very, very happy moment. See them two be there. Also, we had a couple silly things in this pay-per-view. Taker against Kane again. Okay. Taker coming back as old school Taker Barbarian returned with short hair. It was not as good as the WrestleMania 14, but okay. We had some silly things in this video, especially Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Stinker, Rudy, Stone Cold referee, Stone Cold stunned them both. Glad he did. Of course, it would be Brock and Goldberg's last WrestleMania. It was Goldberg's first and last WrestleMania. I think Goldberg debuted after WrestleMania 19. I remember during WrestleMania 19 they aired promos for Goldberg. Of course, 1 year later, make his debut and leave as well. Other silliness included Christian Jericho was okay. With Trish turning back on Chris. It was a silly match as well, being a Playboy evening gown match between Sable and Tori Wilson versus Stacy and Jack. It'd be the last I think it was like Sable's last WrestleMania, same with Stacy. It was it is when Divas match started to get sucky. There you go. As I did see this one's entirety, that's my thoughts on WrestleMania 20 from what I remember from seeing bits and pieces. Now on to the first WrestleMania I watched at B-Dubs. WrestleMania 21. Of course, it would be April 3rd, 2005. It was a big night. Everyone remembers that Mania for the new generation being crowned as John Cena and Batista won the WWE and World title that night. Of course, John Cena winning the year before and WrestleMania 20 the US title, or as many people would say the day wrestling died because of Cena. Everyone would say Cena. You know, everyone's got their opinion on Cena. It'll be Rock's last Mania as well. I didn't mention that Rock teamed up with Mick Foley that night against Evolution. 302, that was a silly match as well. Rock's last match until this year, as we all know. John Cena against JBL for the WWE title. Decent, okay match because Cena won, crowning the new era, starting the Cena babyface era to a T. And of course, Batista defeated Triple H for the World title, because that was okay as well. We also had some great moments in this Mania, including good, decent, fast opener with Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. They were tag team champion partners, but they were to face off one-on-one. It'd be a precursor to Eddie's heel turn later on that year. Unfortunately, he died that year as well. And very fast-paced opener. Decent with Rey Mysterio winning. We also had the first Money in the Bank that night. Edge taking on Chris Benoit, Shelton Benjamin, Christian, and Chris Jericho and Kane. Decent, great Money in the Bank. It would be like it was set the standard for what all Money in the Bank matches should be. Exciting, high spot fests, but they're great, exciting matches with Edge winning. Didn't say that yet, but great Money in the Bank. We also had some great moments in this video. Other great moments including Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels. Very athletic, very exciting, grueling matches between these two with Kurt Angle winning. Probably one of the best matches of probably the match of the year in everyone's minds. I kind of agree with that. Best match in 2005. We also had silly things like the Akibono Big Show match and a sumo match. I've always said boxing and wrestling doesn't mix. Sumo and wrestling doesn't mix. And I was yelling boring at the screen. I was like, oh god, this match sucked balls, man. What if only imagine watching it live? It'd be stupid. Stupid match. Akibono winning. Because we all see that clip. Because, of course, we've all seen the whole Cody Rhodes thing with Big Show for this year's Mania. We also had like Trish Stratus match against Christy Hemme. That's when Divas matches started to become stale. This is when Divas division started to get a little stupid at the time. So this Mania, first Mania B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings, was decent Mania, okay Mania, decent moments. We've seen it, Batista being the big moments, crowning a new era in WWE. That would lead us to where we would go to, where eventually lead up to. On to Wrestlemania 22, the last Wrestlemania to be held in an arena at Allstate Arena in Chicago. Now, this Mania was, because everyone remembers CM Punk coming in when he came out of one of those trucks doing Cena's entrance. Decent moments in this Mania included the first time Cena got really booed. This is when Cena started to get really hated. This is when the We Hate Cena revolution started. Now, I was at Saturday's Night event that year in Cobo Arena, and the whole Hate Cena thing started at that time. First time I ever heard Cena sucks chant. Precursor what would to come to Cena. Mixed reception, heavily booed. The Triple H got cheered. I was like, Triple H is getting cheered. Wow. And it was like, wow. It was a humorous matchup, and it was an okay match with Cena getting the victory over Triple H in the STFU. I still call it that. I don't call FU Attitude Adjustment or STFU STF. So there you go. Cena winning that, okay. Also some great exciting matches, including the second main event with Rob Van Dam winning. The only man cashing in for a match, not for a sneak attack, like everybody else has done in Money to Make history. Great Money Bank match as well. Great. All Money Bank matches are always exciting. I think the only one that really sucked, I think, was either Wrestlemania 25 or 26. I'll get to that when I get to it. But RVD won that Money Bank match. Also, we saw Edge against Mick Foley in a hardcore match. That was a very exciting hardcore. That was a great match. Great, exciting hardcore match with them too. With Edge spearing Foley through a table on fire. That was very great. Of course, this is before the ECW comeback when ECW sucked. Next year would say it all. But Edge got the victory that night in a great hardcore match with Foley. Very awesome match. Also saw Shawn Michaels taking a big man in a no holds barred match. Okay, decent. I saw this match a few weeks ago. Okay matchup. Shawn Michaels winning. Of course, signifying it would lead towards the DX reunion. I remember when Shawn did a DX chop. I was like, awesome. And then when Triple H did it during Cena's match, it will, of course, be precursor to the DX reunion later on that year. Not as good as the original, but still okay. Especially when it became TV PG. Anyway, we also saw Rey Mysterio becoming the world champion that night, taking on Kurt Angle, Randy Orton in the triple threat match, okay matchup. Or the last year, WrestleMania 21 taking on Taker, okay matchup there. This time losing again to Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle. Well, specifically Rey Mysterio winning, okay matchup. Wayne winning, good to see that. And Taker did wrestle the night against Mark Henry. Casket match was okay. Decent, okay, tag match. It'd be Trish's last WrestleMania against Mickie James. Mickie James winning. I remember that moment. I was like, wow. When she did that, when Mickie did that, I was like, wow. They ended that whole video. But it was okay, Mania. WrestleMania 22. That's my thoughts on that. Now on to the first of many WrestleManias to be held in stadiums. And I was at this one. I had the shirt and the DVD. WrestleMania 23. I have the event shirt from this Mania. And I went to WrestleMania 18. Yes, I've said on yesterday's video that I love going to WrestleMania 18 better. But this WrestleMania 23, it was great to go to this one as well. You know, it was in America, not in Canada. And in Detroit. 20th anniversary of WrestleMania 3, so I was also be there with my dad, who did go to WrestleMania 3. I was also be there with him. And We had some decent moments in this pay-per-view, including Mr. Kennedy Anderson taking on many people, winning Money to Make that night, kicking it off. And it was a great, I've always loved Money to Make matches, and it was a good one. Some decent moments with Kennedy slamming the hell out of Hornswoggle. Well, it was a little bastard at the time, but still, Hornswoggle got slammed by Kennedy. And also some great moments in this one, including Taker against Batista for the world title. Great match, being it live, seeing it live. Batista getting his ass burned. And Taker winning, it was awesome. And I wanted Taker to win. My cousin wanted Batista to win. And everyone thought it was like the closest time that Taker ever got to losing before Shawn Michaels. But great to see Taker still win it against Batista. Great matchup. Also, speaking of Shawn Michaels, he took on John Cena for the WWE title that night. And I was cheering on HBK that night, but HBK lost like everybody else in the SGF feud by John Cena. An exciting matchup between these two. Very great, grueling matchup between these two. They are tag champions at the time, so that made it more intrigued. Also, big shaving, the Battle of the Billionaires, Vince McMahon, Donald Trump, of course, McMahon getting shaved. Now this match was like, okay. And I remember when everyone came out, like Umaga, yay, Bobby, yay, Austin, yay, Austin will want to come out for anything to get heavily cheered because their attitude era people, man. Come on. There was some silly things in this pay-per-view, like Khali, Kane. I know Kane was trying to pull a Hulk Hogan type thing with him slamming Khali, but 20 years later didn't make a big impact as Hogan did. Oh yeah, so it's the ECW originals. Benoit against MVP. Benoit's last WrestleMania alive, unfortunately. Benoit winning. Okay, decent match. So it was good to be in this Mania. There was another silly thing. Melina and Ashley in a Lumberjill match. Like I said, this Divas match sucked now. So there you go. My thoughts on WrestleMania 23 being there in WrestleMania 23. Now, first of two WrestleManias to be held in Orlando. Well, Florida specifically. This first one being in Orlando. First outdoor Mania since WrestleMania 9, WrestleMania 24. Now, this Mania was mostly known for Shawn Michaels against Ric Flair. And of course, Ric Flair's last match was his last match in WWE per se before he went to TNA. And this match was exciting and emotional. The moment when Shawn said, I love you and I'm sorry before he did a super kick in the air, it was exciting. It was like, that was a memorable moment. Very sad to see that happen though. And very great matchup, very grueling, exciting, emotional match. Great moves there from both guys. Very awesome match. Flair's last match in WWE. And I made a video. I made a slideshow. It's still on here actually. One of my very first YouTube videos as a slideshow. Goodbye to Flair. And it was before I put my face on it. It was before I had a webcam. So it was one of my earliest YouTube videos making the slideshow dedicated to Ric Flair after he lost. Also, we had the Royal Rumble curse starting. John Cena losing to Randy Orton and Triple H in a triple threat match for the WWE title. Okay, there. Edge taking on Taker for the world title. Okay, match with Taker winning. Zack Ryder getting involved as one of the Edge has the time. We also had CM Punk winning Money in the Bank. First of his 2 in a row. Decent Money in the Bank match. Great moments from this match as well. John Morrison being involved in this match too, I think. And it was a very exciting match. I've always liked Money in the Banks. We had some silly things like Kane and Chavo, ECW title. Don't even want to go there. Multi-brand, Batista, Umaga. There. And Floyd Mayweather against the Big Show. There's no DQ matches. Oh, okay. Especially Mayweather winning with a knockout with a brass knucks. Of course, Cody Rhodes would later embarrass Big Show with this. And their current storyline for this year's Mania. We also had a Lumberjill match with Beth and Melina against Maria and Ashley. Santino, all that. As Vince McMahon became the most hated guy ever at the time. Okay, it's silly. This, like I said, Divas match started to suck at this point. So there you go. My thoughts on WrestleMania 19 to 24. Day 4. Thank you all very much for watching. See you tomorrow for Day 5. And I review the last 3 WrestleManias, 25 and 27. Comment your thoughts on these videos or any other video thoughts below. Thank you all very much for watching. Bear in mind, if you all been attacked by this video from Zach. Thank you all very much for watching. See you all later. Yeah.